Disney's cruise line is dropping massive fleet-wide policy updates that you should know about. If you are an avid Disney Cruise Lines sailor, you are in for a shock when you can no longer decorate, you can no longer drink, and you can no longer take memories with you in certain ways. The policy updates affects 3 different categories and a lot of cruisers. And Disney is not the only one in the news. Carnival Cruise Lines is finally mailing you your letter. What letter? Those almost 6 million of you whose data was stolen by some cyber bullies, and now they're going to tell you what is next. That's taking them a whole month to update you about this data breach, and now they finally moved to letting us know. That and more on today's Cruise News Show. Let's dive into it.
Pack your bags, let's go to a place where the sunshine glows. Feel the breeze, we're free.
Don't shoot the messenger. For those of you that love Disney Cruise Lines and avid sailors of Disney Cruise Lines, if you love Disney, you know that there are avid decorators of all kinds on their ships, from the doors to the hallways to the ceilings to the floors. They decorate all over the ship. It's well known, well documented that Disney Cruise Line passengers love decorating everything, and they take pride into it. They put a lot of time, consideration, but that is no longer. Disney says next week is the final time you will be able to decorate everything in sight. You can no longer decorate the ceilings, the hallways, the floors, the walls. You are limited now to your cabin door, and that's it. No more, no mas, nothing else. And it's going it's going to affect a lot of you. I know that you are a lot of you take your time in decorating the doors on Disney cruise ships, and unfortunately, things have gotten out of hand, and Disney has to step in and say no more. You are no longer allowed to put string lights, no blinking lights, no nothing with sounds, nothing with videos. And the brackets that are hanging on the doors are no longer allowed to be on there as well, since they scratched the doors. And if you are caught damaging any part of the ship, you will be fined automatically. $100 just to start. $100 to start if you break, damage anything after they've been warning you to not do that. So if you have plans of decorating your door, and any upcoming Disney cruises would limit to what you are going to do and limit that to the door. Otherwise, they'll probably take it down from you and put it away, or I'm not sure what they will do when they see the extra decorations on board. But that's not all. That is not all. That's not the only thing that they are going to change. They also sneaked in some major updates into what you can drink. Disney Cruise Lines had a lax alcohol policy where you can bring 2 bottles of wine, beer onto the embarkation, but that is no longer allowed. You are going only to be limited to 1 champagne bottle or 1 bottle of wine. Nothing else. Nothing else as far as alcohol is concerned. And you are no longer be able to carry it on board when you stop at a port. You were able to bring a 6-pack and an extra bottle of wine and bring it to your stateroom. That is no longer happening. You will have to leave it with security at their security desk. It's going to change a lot of things. They try to make it up to you by not charging you as much for the corking fee. Instead of $29 for the corking fee, now they charge you $20. If you like taking pictures, selfies of everybody or everything, anything on the cruise ship, you are also going to be limited to no selfie sticks, no large camera extension poles, no oversized tripods. All of that, you might as well keep it in your house because you're not going to be able to use it. It's just going to consume room in your luggage, and they're going to take it from you, and you're going to have to find a way to retrieve it. What do you think about the new cabin prohibitions? Because this is going to affect a lot of cruisers for Disney. And I know you like to do the decorations, but what do you think? What do you think? Let me know in the comments if you are upset about not being able to decorate as much as you want on Disney cruise ships any longer. Carnival is in the news again for your data breach. 6 million, almost 6 million of you have been breached, your data breach. We talked about this earlier this month in a video where we covered the data breach, and Carnival did not really put out much information out to us other than passports. VIPF numbers were stolen, a bunch of stuff. I can only assume the worst, and you should too. And you should keep an eye out on your credit reports. Luckily, they're starting to send out letters saying that they will cover your credit report for the next 2 years, but you have to opt in. So you got to do that as soon as possible if you've been affected. And hopefully you don't get any of these mailings that they're sending out regarding this data breach. If you don't get one, that means you probably were the lucky ones of so many millions of people that cruise the Carnival and its sister ships that were affected with this massive data breach by these back letter word scum of the internet. So if you were affected and you know you were affected, keep an eye out for that letter, as it will have a code for you to redeem credit score, or credit monitoring for your social security number, as they might have breached that as well. Wow, that's a lot to take in. 6 million people is a lot of people. Hopefully I don't get the letter. Hopefully if you're watching, you didn't get the letter, and we can move on from this. But Carnival took quite a while to say something about it, and they're finally moving on it. I know 6 million people is a lot of mails to go through, but I don't know. I think it should have been done a little bit faster. But that's just my opinion. Were you affected? Were you affected by that? Because if you were, I don't know anybody, but if you were, let me know in the comments if you were affected or you think you were affected by this data breach. If you learned something new today, if we taught you anything new or you gained any value today, all we ask is that you please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. It helps us keep bringing you a little bit more of the travel news, travel savings, and travel tips. And we'll see you on the big deck.